Hello and welcome to our 20-minute conference on Halloween. Today I'm going to be joined by Oliver Cricks from Fanta, Jasdeep and Kate from PVM, and Amrit Singh, nicer retailer from Walsall. So time's going to go quick. So without any further ado, we're going to bring in Oliver Cricks from Fanta. Oliver, welcome to our C-Talk 20-minute conference. It can be done. So look, Halloween, why is it important?
Well, hi, Paul. Firstly, thanks for having me as part of the panel. I've watched some of your recent C-Talk videos. I think it's a really good platform for us to work together as a group to drive sales and convenience. And I think with an event like Halloween, it gives us a massive opportunity to drive engagement in store and make the most of what's now the fourth biggest retail event in GB. Now, if we think about the opportunity, I think the first thing to do is understand the opportunity. Then I've already mentioned the size of the event, but it was actually worth more than £450 million for retailers in 2020. It was up over 5% in value on 2019, and we expect this year to be even bigger and better again. I think, despite the fact that things like lockdowns have started to ease, people still very much feel like they're owed a celebration. And I think events like Halloween give them a perfect excuse to get together and have a good time. And I think when we think about Halloween, sometimes we think about categories like pumpkins, confect, even bakery products. Then soft drinks actually grew faster than all of those last year. So it's really important that it's up there in terms of retailers' priorities for this event. And I guess just finally on the opportunity, a brief plug for our soft drinks category division known as Taste Tomorrow. Celebrations like Halloween absolutely sit firmly in Together Time, which is one of our drivers, and it's a really key way to grow soft drinks.
Yeah, so one of the things we wanted to talk about is kind of get your thoughts on what are the top tips for retailers. Then we've got a lot of retailers watching. What are your thoughts on this? And let's do that. And then we'll get into what you're doing specifically.
Yeah, I think if I had three top tips in terms of soft drinks, then it'd be focus on the right sectors, focus on the right pack formats, and get your displays right. And to take that first one on sectors, then flavoured carbonates perform really well at Halloween. They contributed over 11% of growth last year. And thanks to long-standing association with Halloween, Fanta does really well. If you look back to October last year, then 1 in 4 flavoured carbs purchased was Fanta. And although we often focus on Fanta Orange, don't forget about Fruit Twist, raspberry, grape, lemon. They can bring some real colour to the fixture and really bring those incremental sales into store as well. And we will talk a lot about Fanta today, but we shouldn't forget other really strong soft drink segments at Halloween. So things like mixers for that adult socialising occasion. So whether it's Schweppes 1 litre tonic, Slimline 1 litre tonic, really key products for that adult socialising occasion. And then obviously you've got cola. So it remains important all year round. It's the biggest soft drink segment, and that's critical at Halloween as well. That second point on formats, if we really think about when those products are going to be consumed, it's going to be at Halloween parties. It's going to be at those Halloween movie nights. It's going to be socialising with friends. So that means the larger packs are still going to be in high demand. So you absolutely need those front of store 500ml, 330ml cans, but don't forget multi-pack cans, and don't forget those big sharing packs like 2 litre. And then that final one was, and that final one then is get your display right, because it's really important to ensure soft drinks are visible, not just on shelf, but around the store as well. So especially for leading brands that have got some of that marketing support behind them. So consider placing products like Fanta alongside other popular Halloween products. Really help drive that cross-category purchase and more incremental sales. We know that a basket with soft drinks in it is worth more than a basket without soft drinks in it. So it's really worth driving that link. And also, why not have a bit of fun with displays in store and really bring the event to life? I think.
Well, we're going to see some of the magic that Amrit's done in the past. We'll see what some fun looks like in store. So look, we're running out of time. I told you it goes quick. What are CCEP doing?
So really good question, because it's important that as a supplier we support retailers as well. So I think much like Coke is to Christmas, Fanta's starting to build a really strong association with Halloween. Now I've got an example of one of our packs here, so hopefully you can see it on camera. So that's what's known as our ghoulish on-pack graphics. Now, it's not just the graphics that will really bring the fixture to life. There's a really good on-pack promotion as well with a QR code. So you can scan that and you have the chance to win home entertainment systems, cash, like the ultimate scary movie night. And that competition runs on all the on-the-go formats, both plain and price marked, and on some of those larger sharing packs as well. So that promotion is going to be supported by a multi-million-pound marketing campaign. It includes TV. But what I say to retailers as well is if they want POS to support this campaign, it's well worth visiting our trade site. If they've not been there before, it's my.ccep.com, and there'll be some promotional materials available from the end of September. And I'd also say many of your members will get regular visits from our field sales team. We've got the biggest field sales force in GB, and they'll absolutely be there ready to support with the right range and also how to activate it.
Brilliant. Oliver, thank you. We'll put that link on the video so everyone can click through when they want to do it. Amazingly, time is up, but stay around because we'll invite you to come back at the end. Oliver,
brilliant. Thank you.
We'll speak to you in a few minutes. Right, we're just going to invite Jasdeep and Kate from PVM. Welcome, both of you. So, what are your guys' thoughts? What are you up to, Halloween?
So from an activity perspective, we've got some really exciting plans from both a retailer and a brand perspective. So the main objective for us is to create a really strong link between our brands and Halloween to make them really integral to the moment so that in the eyes of our consumers, they go hand in hand. And so that when you think of Halloween, you think of our brands, Fruitella and Chupa Chups. So from a brand perspective, the big idea is that we don't just want to bring the treats, we want to bring the fun and the entertainment as well. So we're working on our biggest ever Halloween campaign, and it's called All Wrapped Up. And this is a play on words to mean that your Halloween is sorted by purchasing our brands. But also our sweets are individually wrapped, which promotes hygiene. And this is obviously something that's been heightened massively due to COVID. And it also emphasizes the shareable nature of Fruitella and Chupa. So specifically for the Fruitella side of things, we're going to be running a campaign called Spooky Sundays. And that means that in the 5 Sundays running up to Halloween, Fruitella is going to take over Craft Factory social channels and release a new Spooky Sundays episode. So that basically means we're creating lots of fun how-to videos, giving parents fun and crafty ideas to do with their kids at home, ranging from face paint inspo to making a skeleton cage out of a washing basket. Sounds a bit crazy.
That's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah, so you'll have to tune in to find out exactly how that works. And then for the Chupa side of things, we'll be casting our magic over TikTok. So we're going to work with some of the top influencers to create some really cool transitions content, where they'll be showing their before and afters by using a Chupa Chups as their magic wand. And the transitions content will cover themes such as makeup, food, fashion, and pranks as well. And we want to make the content inspirational, but also accessible. So our aim is that our consumers on TikTok will create their own versions of these videos and share it with their friends. So basically, we want to have a stab at going viral. On top of the media, we've got 2 new launches for Chupa in time for Halloween. So we've got a sour 10-unit bag that contains some completely new flavors to the range, and also a lollies mix tub in 300 grams. So we hope this is going to bring a bit more space to the increasingly popular all-round wrapped formats. So that's kind of a bit about product and a bit about brand. And then just very quickly from a retailer perspective, we have in-store POS that's available to the convenience channel. We've got Halloween all wrapped up branded clip strip headers, wobblers and shelf markers that retailers can request from their local PVM representative. If you don't have a rep, just contact pvm@masika.co.uk and we'll be happy to help you. And we hope that these will create some impactful Halloween displays and build some theatre in store. So that's kind of a bit about what we're doing from a brand and a retailer perspective.
And once again, we'll put that link on here to share, so that if anyone does want to get in contact with you, you can do that.
Thank you.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Thanks. We are excited. It's the most money we've ever spent on our sugar-based products at this time of year, so we're very excited. Obviously, HFSS coming into play, we haven't got many more opportunities to create a big bang, so we're very excited for this campaign, and we hope we'll drive some great results.
I'm sure it will, and thanks for spending that money in the convenience sector as well. So
we're here to help. We've got billboards as well, so keep an eye out for roadside billboards near convenience stores, and hopefully you'll see some of our out-of-home advertising too.
Jasdeep, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, Halloween's always been a big event, especially in sugar confectionery. It's where we have the highest footfall and frequency during this time of year. And even with the pandemic and the restrictions that we saw last year, that still remained. There was an additional £11.6 million in sales during the 8 weeks of Halloween versus the 8 weeks prior. So it's still going to be a big event this year. The appetite is still there for Halloween. And we did some research with Cam Media, where we surveyed around 200 retailers and 300 consumers. And some of the results showed us that people are more concerned with cleanliness and hygiene now, and they are looking for kind of all year-round wrap sweets. And that's, we're expecting that to grow. It's what we saw last year. It's what we're expecting this year as well. And, some of our brands, like Kate's mentioned already, Frutella and Chopper, are amongst the best-selling all year round wrapped sweets brands. That includes some of our favorites like Juicy Chews and Cheerio Sticks and the Chopper Mini. So that's kind of where we're really focusing and what we're expecting retailers and consumers to kind of go after. And also, we know that people will be trick-or-treating again this year. So around 58% of shoppers with children under the age of 12 are looking to go trick-or-treating again this year. And obviously, we're expecting people to buy for, their little guests that they're going to have knocking on their doors as well for trick-or-treating. So we're just expecting a bigger and much bolder Halloween this year.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be massive with everyone wanting to get out again, and we've got the product to help support trick-or-treating as well, which is fabulous. Thank you so much. Would you believe that time has gone already? We had spoke before. You knew it was going to go quick. But thank you for the time. Hang around because we will just come back right at the end. But right now, I'm going to ask Amrit to come in. Amrit's a nice retailer from Walsall. Amrit, famous for displays in store.
That's it, Paul.
Nicely done.
You're joining me live from the front of the van, mate.
Yeah, it's not all glamour, is it? To be honest,
no. Not the most glamorous location. I'll be honest with you.
So I've got some pictures of what you've done in the past, and I'd love to sort of get your views from this year as well. But I'll show everyone just a couple of pictures from what you did last year and the year before. So we just pull this up. You've got you've got the spider on the top of the store. You've got your spider outside the store.
That's it.
Yeah, what's this there to add to Halloween?
So we basically, because we're very community based, we try and engage our community as much as possible. So we go hard on events and seasonal stuff, and we do stuff for like not just Halloween but other events. But Halloween, we've noticed, has grown a lot. And last year it was great because I think it was in lockdown, but it was part of lockdown where you could have a small gathering. So we just took that opportunity to the next level. We thought like people are actually in lockdown; they can't go out and go to normal like big parties as they would. So they're going to have more parties in the local area, and there'll be more people trick or treating and stuff and getting more involved. And like they couldn't really go anywhere but use us, and we were like that easy point for them to constantly use. So we thought let's get more involved. So we stepped up a notch, and I'm trying to send in some photos for you guys of what we did last year. Where like this kind of stuff. So we put a display outside because we noticed that we had a lot more trick-or-treaters coming past as well. So we started like a little Facebook competition and who had the best outfit and all that kind of stuff, and who had the best fancy dress and all that kind of stuff. And we left some sweets out for them to take, and the kids had could trick-or-treat and stuff like that. But I mean, it's interesting to hear the suppliers saying as well they're getting more behind it this year. Coke saying 5% uplift on last year for Halloween, and PVM talking about new MPD and individually wrapped sweet packaging. So it's great to see that suppliers are also pushing the trend and supporting us in delivering a better Halloween.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's forecasts are going to be up year on year, which is absolutely nice to see. It wasn't just outside you were doing stuff. I understand there's some bits and pieces going on in store as well.
Yeah. So we kept it the whole way around. So as you're walking around, we just kind of kept it a bit spooky. Got really involved with it, and to be honest, the community loved it. We were, people walking around, just still taking pictures of all the stuff, and that actually moves that one. Yeah, but they're walking around and taking pictures. Yeah, taking pictures and stuff like that. It's just good to get involved for the kids as well. They remember it, and you go beyond just being a local shop. You become like the focal point of what's happening in the area, and I think people really do appreciate it. It's just going that extra step. It's not always about the monetary value as well. You just do it to give back and cause a bit of entertainment, and it pays dividends in more ways than just monetary value. So
is the spider back this year?
Yes, it is, mate. Yeah, it's got a few legs missing. I've got my money's worth out of it, mate. I think it's got a few legs missing, but a spider with a few legs missing is scarier than one with all its legs, I think.
Yeah, absolutely right. Any other plans that you've got for this year in store that you're able to share?
I mean, not at the moment, particularly. We're just gonna go. We are gonna go big with Halloween again. We'll see what's in the market. I'll grab what's available. It's one of those things that we just pull together towards the end. In terms of planning for it, we just know Halloween is getting bigger, so we focus on that as much as we can. But in terms of displays and stuff, we will just do the same, and if we can, because the props are reusable. Our prop collection has just gone quite large, to be honest with you. I've got more and more different random Halloween things, and it doesn't help when you're going into your storage and the lights aren't on and you got a bloody scary bloke standing in the corner. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
This one.
Yeah.
Well, look, we can't wait to see the pictures. I know it will be on your social media. So
Yes.
with your blessing, we might share some of them as well, and
No, definitely.
we'll have a look. Brilliant.
All
Amrit,
right.
thank you so much for joining us. Stay where you are just for a minute. I'm just going to bring everyone else back just very quickly, just for some final words. Obviously, I think we've got a really big theme here, which is everybody seems to think Halloween's going to be probably as big as ever, and the trick or treating's back, which we're all looking forward to. Oliver, what's your final thoughts, having heard everyone today?
I think just that the scale of Halloween this year is going to be bigger, and there's a real opportunity for everybody to get behind it and really engage shoppers in the event and the fun side of it, and just let people make the most of spending time together. So that'll be my sort of overall view on Halloween. And if I could just make one more comment on it was referenced earlier, HFSS was referenced. This is obviously the last Halloween before HFSS kicks in, and within soft drinks, 2/3 of the products we sell at CCP are HFSS compliant. So the Fanta Zero that goes on Feature Space this year will absolutely be able to be on Feature Space next year as well. So there's some products that will absolutely be relevant throughout HFSS as well.
Yeah, it's a good chat. Kate, what are your final thoughts?
I completely echo what Oliver was saying. I think it's a very exciting time of the year. I think everyone's got some time to make up for, given everything that happened last year. And we're very excited to create bigger, better, and lucky in the drinks category. It's a bit easier to get to develop HFSS compliant products. For sweets, obviously, naturally sugar being the core of what we do, a bit more difficult. So yeah, we're excited to make the most of it.
Very good. Just Deep?
Yeah, again, echoing what both Kate and Oliver have said, but I guess just final point for me is really kind of recommend retailers to stock, products and POS early and really capture that footfall away from some of the competitors and capture those early sales and just go bigger and bolder, making sure you have the right, stock, the ranges, building on the key trends that we're seeing, and just creating the great in-store theatre that we see again every year.
Yeah, I think so. I think one of the best things you can do is just get involved, basically, and have some fun with it as well. Amrit, final words go to you.
Yeah, I think you took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say, I think the best thing to do is to really just get involved and remember to have fun with it, and just ask your community what they'd like to see, and if it's like put on a little event or put some sweets out or just get involved with local school or something, get involved and make sure that you're having fun with it, and I think you'll enjoy the overall event then better than if you could plan it yourself. Just try and have fun with it and take it from there, really.
Yeah, I agree entirely. Guys, thank you very much to all of you. Time goes very, very quick. Once again, we have proven it is possible to have a full conference in 20 minutes, which focuses the mind, but it's absolutely great. So thanks again to all of you, and happy Halloween, everybody,
Happy
of course.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.